Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have another mountain culture beer. But this one is a Pilsner and it's a collaboration with West Coast Brewing out of Japan. Recently in Melbourne, we had a event. There was about 6 or 7 venues that had a Japanese craft brewery, like a tap takeover, and then they do like a collaboration with an Aussie brewery. And yeah, it was really cool the way it was set up. And yeah, this was obviously the mountain culture and West Coast beer. And this was at Carwin Cellars, which is one of my favourite bars in Melbourne. So yeah, it was an early release. You got it on like tap there, but also they had cans. And then I think Mountain Culture just released the cans yesterday. So yeah, I got one early, but I've saved it. Just I thought I'll drink it sort of later in the week. But yeah, on tap I had it. It was incredible. So let's see how it goes in the can. And yeah, the artwork's sick as. See, it's called Riding the Pine. And the hops on the old surfboard, pretty cool. 5%, and yeah, 500 ml can. And yeah, it's known as like a New World Pilsner. So it's really hoppy, like a really hoppy Pils. So yeah, let's go in the glass. I've got the proper glassware, obviously. I've got the Mountain Culture lager glass. Very appropriate for this beer. And yeah, here it's Friday night, so obviously weekend for me now. I've been on morning shift all week, so keen as for a few beers this weekend. Still not sure what my plans are, but I might possibly go to Melbourne, but we'll see what happens. So in the glass, very clean and clear. Carbonation's probably moderate. It's about a 2-finger head. Definitely like a lighter body. And yeah, like straw in colour. Let's go a whiff. Looks the part in the glass. They're getting pineapple. Definitely some like grassiness. And you're getting that white wine quality as well. Yeah, white grape, a little bit floral. I'd say like a biscuity, slightly grainy malt. Smells awesome. Very delicate. It's maybe a touch of like lemon or lime there, maybe both. I'm going in. So yeah, 5% crusher. Very, very hoppy, which I absolutely love. Like it's awesome to get a really hoppy lager. Yeah, really clean, really, really dry finish actually. Like, and there's a bit of bitterness as well. Yeah, it's very dry. I like the fact I feel like they've got a very light malt base to make the hops really pop. Like, yeah, it's like really. You'd say sort of like that wet grass, sort of slightly earthy. It's almost like a bit of dankness to it. I just love like how intense the hops are. It's got that real punchy hop like flavour like an IPA. So yeah, it's really good. And yeah, obviously I've drank shitloads of mountain culture, but West Coast I've had all up. I've probably had about 8 beers from them. mainly IPAs, but I reckon I might have had maybe one lager and one sour. But yeah, they're one of like Japan's top breweries. Not really a Japanese name, West Coast, but it's very, very easy drinking. Yeah, just because of the punchy hop flavour. I reckon if you did like a blind taste on this beer, even though it's a light malt base, I feel like you'd probably go, oh, this is like 6%, 6.5%. But yeah, very, very nice. I'll check some comments. Hope everyone's having a good week. Cheers, Angie. It's delicious, but certainly not creamy. It's not that style of beer. Indeed. Cheers, Shark. Pardon me. Nah, not really getting any stone fruit. It's just got that sort of light tropical and citrus. Cheers, Adam. I seen you're on was it Drewey's earlier? Earlier in the day for me, it would have been probably yesterday for you guys. Get it in ya. Cheers, Bob. Hope all's well in Melbourne's west there, brother. So yeah, one thing that's awesome with this is I got the beer at the release, and when I got when I got it on tap, I thought, shit, this is good. And then I seen the individual cans in the fridge. I didn't really know they were going to be there or not, but they were fairly pricey just singly, and I thought I really hope Mountain Culture release them online like during the week, and they have. So I've ended up picking up another 4-pack, which will come in the mail next week. I got that for a lot cheaper than just buying the single one. No one wants to pay big money for a craft lager. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Nelson. So many beers I've had have been Nelson lately. It's just such an awesome hop, quite complex. It's obviously easy for Australians to get hold of too. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just remember quickly chiming in. Obviously, I was at work, and I reckon you said something about being in bed. You just popped up like on Avatar, and then you disappeared. Yeah, for sure. There's nothing worse when you get a beer on tap, vice versa sort of thing. You get a beer on tap, and then you have it like it's awesome, and then you have it in can and it's shit. Well, yeah, the other way around. Quite often with American stuff, for some reason, we'll get them on tap, and they, I don't know, they just don't seem as awesome as what they are in cans. Whereas, yeah, obviously, there's other times you'll get like Equilibrium or something, and the cans are spoiled. But yeah, it's just weird how it works. I remember we had a Verdant tap takeover in Melbourne. It's probably like 2 years ago, and I remember having all their beers on tap and thinking, oh, they're no way near as good as I expected them to be. And then when I bought the cans and took a few away, takeaway, and drank them like the next day. I was like, wow, these are phenomenal. So, yeah, it's just weird how it works. Geelong supporter. Yeah, I'm Melbourne, so we're going all right. I was really confident, and then we lost to bloody Brisbane. So for some reason, then when I read gummies, just at a quick glance, it looked like Guinness. I'm laying in bed drinking Guinness. Sounds like a good time. They're all the rage now, the gummies. Certainly not in Australia, but I think we'll get there at some stage. My glass is empty. I need to replenish. Yeah, it's got that bitter bite on the finish. Sort of like snappy, like a snappy bitterness, and yeah, very dry. No need to leave some for a photo because I'm getting another 4-pack. But yeah, it's very just so clean. I reckon it's got the if I was to compare it to like a region, I'd say like a North German Pilsner. So it's got that like that appearance, that real hoppiness. Yeah, like the bitterness. It's just something about North German Pilsners. They always seem like really hoppy and bitter. So there's no point probably asking what you guys are drinking unless you're Australian. It'd be like middle of the night, I'm guessing, for the Americans, and then maybe mid morning for UK, I think. So confusing with all the time changes recently. Yeah, damn football. Harry's beer sounds all right, though. What was the ABV on that? I know that, yeah, they're all like 5 and drive sort of region, but yeah, that could be a good game. The weird thing with when Brizzy play Melbourne in Melbourne, for some reason they've got it over us, but then we'll go up there and beat them. It's real weird how that works. I keep getting system updates popping up on my computer. I'm like, fuck off. I was gonna say the old quote: "You're only as old as the women you feel." I'm like, that doesn't really apply to Angie. Yeah, good old 101. I need to get some of that. I seen I was in a bottle shop on the way home tonight, and I seen Buffalo Trace was about. It was like because normally it's quite expensive. I reckon it was about $15-20 a bottle cheaper than normal, which is pretty good because spirits in Australia are fucking ridiculous. The old THC berry lemonade, that sounds all right. You have to get on the beers, Adam. I was actually tempted to hit up a few of you guys and like yeah, like if any of you could sort of get on it sort of mid to late arvo. It's just sucked for me lately because I've worked heaps of like morning and arvo shifts. And yeah, I haven't been on anyone's panel for so long. I've sort of missed it. I've just been doing my own little reviews and then like no one's around. Oh, yeah. What were you doing, Shark? Out dining or bowling? Were you like at a brewery or something? One thing I've heard, Shark, heaps of people have told me I need to try some green cheek Westies. I've just heard off a few people that know sort of my palate and they reckon that I'd really enjoy it. 3.4. God. Yeah. I feel like if I had like 6 beers that were 3.4, I'd still feel sober. Yeah. You're ready to party. It's bedtime, isn't it? As far as just a straight house party goes, even I feel like I haven't been to one for a while. Oh, yeah, cool. Sounds like a good night, Bulk. I know it's starting to get dark because I can hear those birds carrying on. Bowling and darts. Cheers, Rob. Good to see you, brother. Might see you on the weekend at some stage. Cheers, Stuart. Yeah, for those that just joined, I'm on a really hoppy Pilsner by Mountain Culture out of like the Blue Mountains near Sydney, and then West Coast Brewing are in Japan. It's really good. Really hoppy, and there's a bit of dankness and bitterness. Sort of like tropical and citrus fruit. And yeah, really dry. The dryness is like, I think it makes the hop shine a bit. The dryness and the lighter body. Cheers, dude. Thanks for chiming in. So yeah, I reckon with this one, I've been scoring my lagers a lot higher lately because I get sick of on tap, like on untapped and that the hate for them or just the really shit low scores. Like if you get a decent lager, you got to score it decently. So I think the average score for something like this is probably 3.7 or whatever, but it's way better than that. I'm going to say I'm going to go a 4.2 out of 5. I think it's one of the better hoppy lagers I've had. It's got that old school IPL vibe, but lighter in the body. Yeah, very clean. I just love that dry finish. Yeah, you're getting that like white grape too, which is nice, like pineapple, white grape, lemon and lime. Now I can't remember where I'm up to. I just wish it had a thing where it like automatically brought them up. I know it has it with some programs, but StreamYard doesn't do it. Oh, cool. How are they, Rob? Verdant's 10th anniversary. That would have been cool. And yeah, I've had shitloads of other half, but yeah, I've seen people drinking cabbage, but haven't had it myself. We went through a stage where we got shitloads of other half in Australia, and then I think they were just a bit too pricey, and they started to become sort of shelf turds a bit. And then, yeah, it's almost like because people weren't really getting into them as much anymore, it's like they've stopped sort of sending them out. You still get the occasional ones. Yeah, no worries, Bolt. Be good to meet like some of you peeps. That isn't is Cleveland like a style of bowling or something, from what I remember. Yeah, I think the lagers have been they're sort of like well for in Australia, like obviously we're the opposite as far as styles and that because like the change in weather. But when they say trends, they've been saying for years that it's going to be the year of the lager, and it just sort of never really happens. Hazy IPAs just keep dominating, unfortunately. Anyway, I am going to finish this beer, and yeah, I scored it 4.2 out of 5. And yeah, if you're ever like in the Southeast Asian area or Japan, you're probably going to be able to get hold of this. Obviously, in Australia, it's going to be around nationwide. But yeah, really, really good Pilsner. Highly recommended. And yeah, that can artwork's so sick. So yeah, I might do another review after this one. I got to go through and see what I've got. Just want to mix it up every now and then with styles and breweries and stuff. I've got some more American stuff coming in the next few weeks, so that'll be interesting. So yeah, we might see us on the next one. Cheers, peeps.